Hello my lovely friends, welcome back to my YouTube channel, or if this is your first time here, my name is Melissa. Welcome to my channel. That's my social medias down there. Today I'm going to be doing a very natural, no it's not natural is it, neutral look. It's definitely not natural. I'm going to be doing this look here, which is the opposite of everything I've been doing recently, which is all rainbows and colours and joy and fun, but actually sometimes I do like to put browns on my eyes. I know. Now I picked my Tatty Beauty palette because last night my lovely friend, subscriber and sausage Elaina did a live. I will link her channel up here and you can go watch that actually because it was an open live. She used the Tatty Beauty palette and I said to her in that live, like, yeah, you're making me want to use it, so I used it. This was gifted to me a while ago, a few months ago now, and it's very special to me. I didn't purchase it myself, and I just realised once I'd started filming that actually some people are going to be awful to me in the comments because I'm using the Tatty palette. Please don't be a butthead in the comments. Just go away. If you want to be a butthead about it, just go away. Please. I will delete and block any mean comments from now on. I try and not do that, but I realise this is going to cause some aggravation. I do feel like though this is different to Jeffree Star palettes because Tatty's not, you know, what Jeffree Star is. And also, as you might have seen by the thumbnail, I am going to then change it up and do something a little bit more dramatic and fun. So if you want to see all of that jazz, fanny around with me, then keep on watching. I am going to begin with my MAC paint pot. This is in Soft Ochre. I've been using it a lot recently because I got it recently. It was in the sale, which is why I bought it. I don't think I would ever buy it full price. Well, do you know what? Now I've tried it quite a few times, I probably actually would, because I feel like this is going to last me a long time and it doesn't crease on me. My shadows go on top of it. Super nice. I'm gonna throw my under the brow highlight on first. I finally got a colour switch, but it's not. I got this in Savers, which is like a bargain shop. I don't know if it's all over the world, but in the UK, and it was 79p. I can stop rubbing my brushes on my pyjama bottoms, which I will never stop doing. But yeah, I'm gonna highlight. This is my Ofra Star Island. I just want a lovely golden pretty highlight under here, and this is the one I picked out in my drawer. Isn't that nice? So I am gonna begin. I'm gonna take the black, and I wanted a drawn out look, as you can see, but I didn't want it to go up in any way. I just wanted it to be out and just like almond shaped. So I'll try and put some lashes on that are really like thick and fluffy on the outer corner. So usually I would like drag this up, but I really don't want to do that right now. Take my time a little bit here and just try and make sure I've got the right shape going on. Elaina, I'm using this 231 because you always go on about how much you love it, and I just thought, oh, I'll try that since she loves it so much. Lovely jubbly, and then I'm going to grab a much fatter brush. I guess I should hold up the palette, shouldn't I? And I'm going to use this deep brown here. That's obviously the black I just used. This is going to be my blending shade. And again, I'm just trying to pull out, like straight out. Because I wanted this, yeah, just to kind of have that more alluring shape, which my eyes don't naturally have. I have a massive spot on my chin that I just noticed. I always think like with nude looks and natural looks I need to actually put more effort into them. I feel like it's easier to see mistakes and unblendedness if I don't. And then another massive fluffy fat brush. I'm going into Soothe just here. This of course is going to go around what we've done. Barely touching my skin, holding the brush at the very end, not putting much pressure on at all. That highlight is so lovely under there. Okay, I think I'm doing the right shape. It's a miracle. And on that same, no, on a different brush, I'm going to pick up Soothe and this one right beside it aura. And this is going to create just a lighter shade, obviously. And this will get pulled out. Sorry, I don't know if I've put my camera in a weird place today. I feel like I'm just falling off the screen. And then just on that same brush, oh, I can use my 79p colour switch. I'm just going to pick up that lightest shade. Just for the very edges. This will help it blend into my skin tone, which I'll work on when my base is on a bit better. And I'll actually, I think on the other eye, I took this light shade into the inner corner as well. Don't know why, because you can barely see it, but okay. And then I'm just going to go through all of those shades again in the same order. So starting off with the black. Now I'm just going to make sure they're all blended together and that they're all there and visible. This is a more precise fluffy brush because I can sometimes put too much black on and I don't want that to happen. I think you can notice that I didn't do my cut creases high because I did just want this to be slightly more subtle than I usually do. And then yeah, I'll just go through those deep browns again. So a nice deep brown matte. Blend around the black. This is then the lighter brown. I'm going to throw my cut crease on now and I'm going to do it just way smaller than I always do. This is my ABH eye primer as always, and what I did to try and make it as small as possible is just open my eyes fully and just using the tip of this brush just did it so a tiny bit was visible just at the top of my crease. This will come up uneven because my eyes are like different shapes. They're not entirely symmetrical. But I really just want this cut crease to be way smaller and just like when I open my eye you've just got like a glint of lovely shininess, you know? I am not going to bother wiping this off and then filling it in again because I'm covering it in glitter which is so textured that it's really not like it's pointless. And that's all I'm gonna do. I'm not gonna go off camera and try and like neaten this up and everything because I have just followed the shape so when my eyes open you just see it. So yeah, it's a little different to how I usually do it. There we are. We do different things sometimes. Now this brush doesn't have a name, I do apologise. I am going to use two different glitters from this palette. I'm going to use this one in the lightest row, which has so many different reflex in it, and then this really like pale copper. This is like a true copper. This is, to me, it's like a real pale golden copper. And the lightest one is going to go all the way at the front. So stunning. This is my favourite glitter in the palette because it's like a champagne, but then it has like all the colours of the rainbow in the sparkle. It's a little bit unique, and these are the only pressed glitters that I actually like in my collection. I feel like pressed glitter can feel and act real cheap. This does not. And then I'll go in with that glitter just beside it. This is that same brush that doesn't have a name. These just fade so beautifully into each other. And whilst that first glitter is really multi-dimensional, it's got so many different colours in it, this is like pure goldy coppery sparkle. And that is just adhering so beautifully to that primer, and look, I mean, almost no fallout. I can see a couple sparkles like on my lashes and like 2 or 3 dots down here, but I would probably in a pinch apply this if I already had my base on because it's just, it works. And then to start my blending off, I went in actually with this metallic one. Is that, yeah, that's the metallic roll, which just fades into that glitter just above it so well. And then I went in with, I think it was actually this one just below it. I don't know. I'm just making this up right now. Patting, 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 using that same brush. And then I'll use this light matte and then this dark matte. Again, all on that same brush. And then the black. I think that looks pretty good. This has only taken me 20 minutes and 25 seconds of actual filming time. I then used my Huda liner, because if you know me, you know I don't love it, so I don't mind this wand getting a little bit of glitter and stuff on it. I'm not doing a thick line at all, although it will be slightly thicker on the outer corner. I'm like resting the wand on my lashes and just using the side of the brush. It's not mega neat, but don't worry. My eyes are uneven again, like I said. Liner is so much easier on my left eye, the one that I never really film. But this liner does not have any issues going over glitter, like it is good. Like I always say, I'm sure there's heaps of people out there that really like this, but it's not really for me. We all have to stop and admire my new mug that's just arrived. That's why the doorbell went, from Paula. Thank you, Paula, it's amazing. My patrons are they're called sausages, so that's why. I'm gonna just take my, what's it called, Ofra highlight, slap a little bit on the inner corner just before I put that line on. I don't know where we were before the doorbell went, but I need to use a much finer eyeliner to do that point. I couldn't use the Huda one. I am going to use my Too Faced Better Than Sex, just because it's not really my favourite. There's nothing wrong with it. I've definitely got a fleck of glitter in this eye because it's feeling very irritated. Again, I just don't really mind it getting a little bit covered in eyeshadow. Again, you can kind of be a little bit messy doing this because we can clean it up. Then I'm going to take one of my favourite brushes actually, recently, the Morphe M508. Lovely little flat one. I'm going to take some more black from the palette and just blend in this outer corner. Make sure that's where the most black is, and then just pull a tiny bit onto the end of this line. Just smokes it out a bit, and then a bit of brown. I always quite like doing this. I think it looks quite elegant is the word that popped into my head there. That's, well, yeah, we'll work on the lower lash line just because I'm quite enjoying doing that prior to my base. I feel like, I don't know, I just finish up a bit faster, so I'm putting a little bit more paint pot down here. And I took my Huda, just because I've been using it, and tight lined on this outer corner and popped it down here. For shadow, keeping it very simple and also not taking it all the way in, so I'm just grabbing a little bit of the black and just tucking that right up at the lash line. And it gets thicker towards the outer corner. Just about that much. Oh, my waterline is actually, oh, I'm very posh. What can I say? I'm very posh. My Marc Jacobs liner in Rococo, and I'm not posh at all. This was a gift from a friend a long time ago actually. And I found my Marc Jacobs in Glitz Blitz, which was also a gift from the same friend. She's on their PR, so whenever she gets like double ups, she offers them to me. And there we go. It's just a lovely copper into the black. And I never really reach for them just because of the price, but I thought I would. And then I'm just going to grab that deep brown, blend the bottom of the black. Oh, seriously, I need to get that glitter out of my eye. Having something in your eye is one of the biggest inconveniences ever, I have to say. Okay, so I'll clean up my fallout, we'll come back and do base. Like, I'll not spend a long time on it, but might as well do it on camera. I want to go full coverage, super glam. There's really not bad fallout on this at all. Pretty happy with this, to be honest. I feel like this looks too bright. Okay, yeah, I hope that's not too bright. I've just primed with my Makeup Revolution Watermelon moisturizer and then my Becca Backlight priming filler, and I'm going to use my L'Oreal Infallible. Hold on. I'm just really enjoying this at the moment, and it's very pale, but it honestly means I don't have to take it down my chest, because by the time I put my powder and bronzer and stuff on, it matches me super well. Shade, by the way, 25 Ivory Rose. I'm using a new sponge. Anne-Marie, one of my lovely subscribers and sausages, sent me a little parcel today with a few lovely bits in it. A couple of those bits were 2 of these K Rose B Cosmetics sponges, because a lot of the sausages have been talking about how amazing they are. So she sent them to me to see if I would like them, and considering that just after wetting it, I went onto their website to see how much these sponges were, which by the way are only £5.25 full price. Right now some of them are only £1 on their website. I ordered 4 more. Probably 2 for me, 2 for other people. So yeah, clearly if I went and bought 4 more, at only a tenner for all 4, I like them. So thank you, Anne-Marie. Thank you, Rebecca, as well. I think you might have started the hype about these. I'm not sure, sorry if that's wrong, but wow. Lovely and squishy. I'm just quickly going to contour with my LA Girl Pro Conceal in the shade Medium Best. It's great, it's cheap, works wonders. Just blend that out with my Real Techniques Expert Foundation brush. I think I got into this maybe after watching Carly Bible. I've not watched her in a very long time, but yeah, I think that's what happened, or who I got it from anyway. I find quite a lot when I think about, you know, people that I used to watch a lot, it's always a case of, and this is almost like exclusively for every single like big YouTuber, that it got to the point where the vast majority of products they were using were so outrageously unaffordable. Like, not even just MAC or something like that. It was like, you know, the Sisley primer, when that was like all the rage, and I was just like, come on, like, I don't know, it just started to annoy me. So I stopped watching like every big YouTuber. I don't want to sound like I'm poo-pooing, but if you really can't afford like even a tenth of what they're using in their videos, it just feels a bit annoying. And then obviously you can, you know, dupe stuff out for cheaper, but you just kind of want to see people use things that you can maybe afford to buy. That's just me anyway. I'm sure some of you will agree and some of you won't, but it's a big part of why I stopped watching like Jaclyn Hill, Carly Bible, who else? Just all the big YouTubers, basically. Nikki Tutorials even. I do feel like she like does a little bit more with drugstore than other people do. I put way too much on my nose. I'm going to use an old fave concealer, my Jouer, just because I've got a few bottles of it and I should like finish them up as well. I kept all of these in my declutter because I love it. This is in the shade Lace. Yeah, so sometimes I go back to those channels, like they'll pop up on my like Instagram explore page. I'm like, oh man, I wonder what they're doing these days, like what's their content, and I'll go on and watch a video and I'm like, yeah, still can't afford anything. And it's just, I think, you know, as people grow and get big, they grow and get big and then they get more money, and when you have more money, like you do spend it on, like most people spend it on higher price point things, you know. And that's like with anything in life, not just makeup. That's why I pretty much don't watch any beauty YouTubers now except Fleur de Force, and obviously a bunch of my subscribers and sausages have channels and I'm subscribed and I watch them. Shanix, though, she does use a lot of high end, but it's never like super luxury really, unless she's like using a Natasha Denona palette or something. But she does heaps of Colourpop, Maybelline. I feel like she's just got, you know, she's not forgotten about drugstore. Starting to feel very glamorous with this base on. Anyway, that was probably nothingness that I was just speaking about. I am just going to quickly set with my Jeffree Star powder just because I'm trying to finish it up and get rid of it, and then we're going to come back to what new face palette I want to try today. If you watched my declutter, you might know that I was really wanting this brand new Morphe palette. This is the 8F face palette, and it's got contour, bronzer, brightener, blush, highlight, and I love contour palettes. So now I can get rid of my other one because I replaced it. Like I said, I might, and I just did. One day I just thought, just get it.
Treat yourself.
So I'll use the contour shade, which to be honest, looks quite warm. It more looks like a bronzer, to be honest, but we'll have a play. Everyone always asks me what brush this is. It's the Blank Canvas F15. I really like it for contour, although I do flip-flop around heaps of different brushes all the time. This is the palest one that they offer, the palest palette in this range. Yeah, I just think that's not, it's not a cool tone contour, I'll just tell you that much. I really like contouring with warm things. I'll actually use this lighter bronzer. Sorry, my voice is being so weird today. For under here and my nose. It's pigmented. Oh gosh, it's really pigmented. I mean, I've got sculpting, but it's just quite warm. It doesn't look like a natural shadow. But we'll continue this exploration for science. I'm gonna use, I think I'll start with the lighter bronzer that I used on my nose. It looks really like Hula Light, to be honest. That's a nice shade. I like this bronzer. I mean, we're going glam, so obviously I'm putting a lot of makeup on. When don't I though? Try a pinch of the darker one, just at the back. I mean, it is handy. It does kind of have everything in it that you need for your face. Gosh, it's very pigmented. I am at my palest with this foundation. So I don't know what I think. I'm just gonna keep copying Elaina and just bake under here a little pinch. Hey, looking good, kind of. It's got highlights in it, so we'll try the gold one, I guess. If I don't like it, I'll use my Ofra. And it's got a kind of pink tone one as well. But I'm going to use, yeah, this golden toned one. That is pretty. That is pretty. This palette cost me £24, which I don't think is too bad for 8 big powder products. And it's quite a normal price for Morphe, I would say. That's a really pretty highlighter. I would say though it's almost a pinch dark for me. I do think some companies just forget about how pale some people are, honestly. It's giving me a bit of a cast. Huh. What do we think? Now, Alex, I can watch your video. Let's see what your analysis of this palette was. The blushes are pretty. Are they sheeny? No, I'd say they're both matte. I've got like a peachy one that could kind of come across as a bronzer and then a pinky one, so I'll use the peachy one because it's me. And it does look like a really nice tone. I just wonder if it'll look like a blush on me. Yeah. It's coming coming off peachy, it's just kind of blending into my bronzer, but that's not a bad thing, that's actually a good thing. I definitely bought this more for the bronzer shades though. But actually, that is a nice blush, because it is so close to a bronze tone, so it's not like the Neapolitan ice cream where you get like brown contour bronzer, pink blush, golden highlight, you know? Why did I do this, Elaina? This is your fault. I actually love that Morphe blush. I was just looking at it off camera while I was flapping around on my phone, and it's so gorgeous. I'm just gonna play with all the browns that we've been using and just kind of smoke this out a bit more. I just kind of want it to blend into my like bronzer and blush. My voice keeps cracking. I'm just mixing the light brown with the pale colour on this lovely big fluffy brush. And obviously I've cut that off now because these are light when they're mixed together, but I'll go in with deeper browns obviously. I'll just use that lightest brown but on its own, not mixed in with the even lighter one. Just keep dragging this out. I'm just trying to get teensy bits on my brush because they are really pigmented. I really want to like put leopard spots on this part. I might do that like after I've finished, just for fun. But I would quite like to just have like a normal glam makeup look first before I put leopard print on it. I'm kind of thinking neon orange leopard print. I just never feel like I quite get neutral looks blended to where I'm really happy. Looking sexy. I just got a huge parcel from Tatty Lashes, and I think I'll pick a pair of these to wear. I got the Mitchell under lashes, but I don't feel like for this look. Try these. Yeah, they're quite pretty, aren't they? Alright, let's stick this on. Look at the speed, the efficiency of putting the lash glue on your lid. That lash is on. It's just on. That's a really pretty lash. What's that one? Badass. Talking of lash, let's use roller lash on my lashes. I just think a lash takes a look, any look, from that's nice to pow. Oh, I like that. I have my other lash on and I've just taken my foundation off my lips. I'm going to use my new Barium Lip Rehab just cause I've heard really good things about this and I had to try it. I got it and looked fantastic. I think it's Stacey Marie that says she uses this every day and that's why I wanted to get it. So I'm gonna let that just settle for a few minutes. I'll probably like go do my hair just now and then we'll come back and do a lip because I can't decide if I'm gonna go nude, classic lovely nude, or like orange red or red, burnt orange. I'm back. I'm gonna do my hair afterwards. I also got the Lime Crime Ghost Veil liquid lipstick primer. I saw this ages ago and I've wanted to try it for a really long time. Again, I got it on Look Fantastic and it's basically supposed to fill in all the lines on your lips before you go into like a liquid lipstick because they can be quite drying. So, oh, that smells yum. Like a liquid lipstick primer, like a wrinkle filler. Let me grab a favourite MUA TLC lip liner, £1.50. You get so much in it. They're now on Beauty Bay. I don't know if you get MUA in the States, but they're on Beauty Bay now if you wanted these lip liners. I'm going to use Rimmel Latte to Go again. I used this in a recent video and it just reminded me how much I love it. It's like a warm caramelly yellowish nude. It's kind of weird, but I think that's why it goes great with these like really warm looks. Because it's not a brown nude, which don't suit me. It's a weird nude. So we're done. I put in black and gold earrings because I feel like they match the look. What do you think? I'm actually really pleased with this. I feel glam, I feel saucy, I feel ready to go out on a date even though that'll never happen. I like everything that's on my face. I even think my lips look a bit plumper with that lime crime thing on. I don't think it's really filled in all my lines at all, but I don't know, there's just something, I don't know what it is. Maybe it's just a placebo effect. I love these tatty lashes and they are faux mink. Thankfully I did check afterwards, but yeah, that tatty palette just performs insane. I could easily get rid of all of my neutral palettes in my collection and just of that, because it just does what I want, well, apart from my dose of colours and my Soph. But yeah, I really like how this came out. Let me know what you think down below. How cute is my new sports bra? Can't remember where I got it from. I love clothing with writing on it, like on the straps and stuff. So now what we're going to do is change this into more exciting. I'm going to change my lip. I'm going to do some leopard print. We're just going to experiment. So this is probably quite a long video and I do apologise, but I'm just having fun today, putting makeup on and just deal with it, okay? I'm hiding off screen because I don't want you to see the masterpiece I've done, but I'm just going to throw up a couple of pictures on screen now. Just look at my hair. Of the photos that I saw that really inspired this. So the first one is Pam Clinton. Hopefully the picture's up on screen. She did like a neon leopard look. I thought it looked fantastic. I loved the pink. And then the other one is Glam by Char. And hers was more of the nude kind of vibe. So that's where I've got the inspo for this look. I'm not saying I invented it. I am so pleased I made this decision. Are you ready? Look how fun that is. That is so cool. And we're gonna do it together. Aren't you lucky? I just restuck my lash on. I am so pleased. I used quite a few different things. So what I have to do is take my lash off. Just because lashes always get in the way for me and I can't work around them. So I've got my Barry M High Vis liners, I've got my Fenty ones, and I've got an ABH liquid lipstick, which I think I'll put on my lips, because I feel like orange will go with nude anyway, and then orange is gonna go because I've put it up here. So I'm just grabbing a wee bit on the wand. This was so easy and so fast. I am not gonna try and make this symmetrical, but I am gonna try and follow the same shape, which is the swoopy shape. So just blobs like that. So there's some orange. Oh, this is so fun. And then I'll take my Fenty. This blue is much brighter than the Barry M blue. Just gonna do different size blobs, different shape blobs. Some blobs can be near other blobs. All the blobs, which is a word for periods. And then my pink Barry M. This will dry down a bit darker, so on the other eye I had to do 2 layers, but that's fine. And then I took my purple Barry M one, but honestly you can't really see it, but I'll just do it anyway because I did it on the other side. I think I put more dots over on this side. And then to go round with black, I'm just using my Maybelline tattoo liner. And this again was so easy because, you know, you don't have to do perfect little lines. You can just be a bit wiggly and they can be quite fat, you know? So I'm just gonna go around them. It's so fast. I just added a couple like just black dots here and there as well. So fast and easy, like so fast. Honestly, I can't get over how quick it was. I'll put my lash on in a sec. Let's put a lip on, which is just going to be ABH Spicy. I think this one's still available. I just rubbed my other one off, obviously. This is such a lovely, bold, orangey red. I love it so much. How do we feel about that? I really like it. I think it's so fun. Here's me posing a little bit with my leopard print on my orange lips. I'm so happy that I decided to add this on. I was like getting to the point where I was like, am I done filming? I'm kind of tired. I'm a little bit hungry. I've been here for a few hours, but I'm so glad I did. What do you think? Which do you prefer? I think I prefer the leopard print, obviously. I look ridiculous with pigtails, so I took those out, but I'm so happy with how this came out. I'm happy that I persevered, like, makeup. Well, I mean, I was just getting like, you know, you get angry, you want to go and stop, but I'm glad I finished this up. I think it's really cool. These earrings are from eBay, if you're wondering. I can try and find them and link them if you want a bit of rainbowness in your life. I'm so pleased. I think this is fun, and that is what, like I said, makeup's all about. That's what I always think, that's what I always say, because, yeah, I've got nothing to add to that. So thank you so much for watching. I really hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please do give it a big thumbs up. It really helps me out. Leave me a comment down below. Do you prefer it more natural or like this? Subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. You can see me on your screens every Tuesday, Friday and Sunday. And yeah, I'll piss off. Thanks so much for watching, and I hope I'll catch you on the flip side. Bye.